Hi, besties. Welcome back to band practice. I'm Emma.
And I'm Madison. And today we're going to be doing a little 2023 wrapped for all of our favorites of the year. So we're doing like skincare, hair care, makeup, but also things like movies, shows, books, influencers. We're covering all the different categories and telling you our favorites.
I'm very excited. As we've mentioned many times, we love a favorites episode. So this will be really fun. And I don't know, it's nice to be able to like fully encompass the full year because you're going to get to know like the things we truly ride or die for.
Yeah. I feel like monthly favorites, it's just my favorite. It's a fleeting favorite of the moment.
It's a
But this
phase.
is like, yes, these have stood the test of time. And they
Mm-hmm.
were my favorites all year long. Well,
Yeah.
some of them are new additions for me. I don't know about you, but I
Yeah.
know I know that they'll stick around.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this will be really fun because this is like our first year as a podcast, but there will be many more years to come. And so this can just be like an annual like episode.
Yes, it has been. Yesterday was exactly 1 year since we went to that coffee shop and did like our brainstorming session for
Oh
the
my gosh,
podcast.
that's so cute.
I know. I remember
Wow.
it was the same day that I got like a chemical peel and I made a TikTok. I made a TikTok about the chemical peel and it showed up in my like 1 year today thing that they do on TikTok.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Because I remember I met you right after the facial. And then I went to this coffee shop in Scottsdale. We just had our little laptops. We were in like the working girly
Mm-hmm.
mode. And we planned the whole podcast.
That
Came up
is
with a name,
so
made all the
wild.
accounts. It
Yep.
was like a pivotal
Come out
point
with
in
aesthetic.
history.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here we are. One thing about Madison and I, if we're together and we come up with something, like we're gonna follow through.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of us.
I know. Ugh, I knew we would, but like
Mm.
I feel like a lot of people start podcasts and then stop them like 3 months later
Yeah.
or something. We really stuck with it for almost a full year now.
Yeah. There has not been a single moment where I'm like, like, no, I just love to do it. We forget to even check if people are like listening. So like I really don't care. I'm gonna keep talking.
Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite part of the week. So
Me
thank you,
too.
besties, for listening. Even if you
Yes,
weren't
we love
listening, we'd
you.
still make it. But
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun to have
It's
the
better
people.
if there's
Yeah.
an audience. Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up
Yeah.
to?
Just lots of holiday things. I had a few holiday parties. I baked cookies 3 days in a row. It's just a lot of, I don't know, I guess festivities, you might say. And yeah, also a lot of like financial stress because of the holidays. I'm like, ooh, I'm very spooked by my bank account right now. So very excited for the new year and to like start fresh, like start
Mm-hmm.
to rebuild my habits, be more motivated, and I'll probably do low spend. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I don't even want to look at my bank account because I have been spending a lot on gifts. Like
mm-hmm.
it's getting out of hand. But I feel like because I did the 2 months of low spend before, I have like almost a false sense of confidence. Like I'm sure it's
Right.
still not looking good, but I'm like, well, at least I did that and I like, saved myself a
Mm-hmm.
little bit. But yeah, the holidays are crazy. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season. I know it's so hard. I just want to spoil everybody and myself. And I
Mhm.
have. And now I'm now I'm paying the price,
Mhm.
literally. So it's fine. Like I'm just not like I'm gonna be fine. Like
Right.
it's always worked out. Money, what's the saying?
You tell me.
I don't know. Like I don't chase, I attract. Like money is always coming to me. Like I'm just really manifesting that abundance mindset right now. So
Yes, yes. Abundance mindset. The magnetic
mhm.
energy. Like the money will
Yes.
find you.
Money, I am a money magnet.
Literally. Especially in the new year. I feel like in January, maybe it is like from the recovery of the holidays. I feel like I always am in my like money manifestation because I need
Yeah.
it, like
I like yeah.
mode.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
things are looking up. And I can't wait for the new year, honestly.
Me
I'm so
too.
excited.
We're gonna be together on the new year.
I
And so
know.
some witchy business is about to go down.
I
AKA, like, have our iPads out with our Pinterest, but
No, I can't wait. I've never been with you on
Mm-mm.
like because obviously people are normally just with their own families and you're joining
Yeah.
in on ours, but I can't wait. I just feel like the vibes are gonna be so right. And we're gonna literally bring in the new year together. I don't
You
know what's gonna happen, but I'm so excited.
you'll all hear it on the podcast, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Well, what have you been up to?
It's so funny because throughout the whole week, I'll do things and be like, oh, this is a good update. And then I forget. Oh, okay. One update is new location unlocked. If you're one of the YouTube viewers, yesterday I just had a moment where I was like, we need to rearrange everything immediately. Like, I can't look at it for a second longer.
Mhm.
And also, the other day we re signed our lease. So I know that we're staying here for a while. Emma's rolling her eyes.
Boo.
But I feel like every time I've had an apartment, I've pretty much only stayed for like a year and then left. So I feel like I
Mhm.
never really put that much effort into like getting things perfect exactly how I want them because I'm like, oh, I'll just move in like 6 months anyways. But now I know we're staying here for another year. I decided to make things a little bit more functional. So I moved this desk into the living room. And you see that in the background now. So that's fun. I don't know.
Yeah, that is fun.
Thanks. It's also been so nice here, which I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok talk about like global warming because apparently it's warm everywhere this weekend. But
Mm.
literally it's like not hot. Okay, let me calm down. But like 65 and sunny.
Oh,
Like
yeah. No
don't need a
jacket.
jacket. Yeah,
That's wild.
which is crazy. So I'm already thinking ahead to us snowboarding next week basically, and I'm like, I hope there's snow. But I'm sure up in the mountains it's still cold, but
Well, regardless of whether it snows or not, I will be a cabin princess. So
yeah,
very excited. Like, I already have like my lounge sets ready to go. My games, puzzles, books. Like, I'm gonna be all set.
I can't believe you're not snowboarding.
I'll
Dis-
believe it.
Disappointed but not surprised, to be quite
Yeah,
frank.
that's
Does
fair.
everybody remember when 2 weeks ago snowboarding was on her bucket list? That's the crazy part.
And then I learned it would be over $500 to do so for my first time at a fancy place where I'm gonna have to go on like the teeniest tiniest hill and probably like shatter my tailbone. So yeah, I've decided against it.
Yeah, that is crazy. They should have separate tickets just for like the bunny hill because
Yeah.
how are you going to make people pay $250 a day to go on the bunny hill? Like, let them test it out. Give them like a
Yeah,
trial run
a
or
freebie.
something. Yeah. Because I mean, it's still, I wouldn't say it's worth it, the cost of it. But at least
Mm,
like if you're doing like the big mountains and you like get long runs in, but if you're just
yeah.
going down the bunny hill and you
If I'm
do
just
not need to
falling
pay
all
that.
day, like that's crazy.
That's insane. But I told Emma I am going to find a little hill and make her strap in and try at least because I just want to see it.
Yeah, I'll do that
Okay, cool.
just to humor you.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm so excited to also be a cabin gal. I probably won't snowboard too much, but
We need to discuss. We need to find some sort of matching pajama set.
mm-hmm.
So let's figure that out after this.
We for sure do.
Yeah, well, that needs to get ordered ASAP. We'll move on.
Anyways, yeah, what are you drinking?
I've got myself a Kim Aid,
Ooh,
an
throwback.
Alani. I know it's been a while. It's been weirdly hard to find lately. So Laura found them at the store the other day and grabbed me a few. But so delicious, and it's like lunchtime, so I feel like it shouldn't be too. I shouldn't be wired
Yeah.
tonight, so it's early enough.
Now that I think about it, I have not seen them. They used to have like a
Mm-hmm.
whole end cap at my Target. They've been missing in action.
I know with that gone, witch's brew gone. Like
I know.
I don't know what flavor. I don't know what my flavor is.
I know. Have you had the Coke Celsius? Did
And
you
I was
try
just
one at
about
my
to
house?
say, I've only tried one at your house, and I've never been able to find them.
You know what I did the other day?
What'd you do?
I bought a whole case on Amazon. It's been the best decision ever. Like, why am I scavenging for these? I could
I don't know
just
why. Yeah, why do we do that?
I don't
Like, we can
know.
just order these things in bulk, but We just like the chance and the risk of like, oh, I have to find it.
Yes, it's like a weird victim mentality where we're like, "Ah, we
Yeah.
can't find it." Like, girl, just order the whole case. I'm confused. It's more like cost effective that way too. We're really just doing ourselves dirty in every sense of the word.
Fine. I'll do it today.
Okay, perfect.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking. I just went to Whole Foods like 30 minutes ago and I got a cherry cola Olipop. Have you tried this one on the pod?
Yes, I believe I have.
Was it good?
I didn't really like it. So,
I like it.
yeah.
Wait, it's actually really good.
Okay, period.
I at first thought it was gonna be, I don't know. I had a cherry cola, I think, of that other brand that's like Tez something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Tapachi or something. I have actually no
Yeah.
clue, so don't quote me. But there's like another brand, Olipop Poppy S thing. They had a cherry cola one. It was foul. It was disgusting. It
Mm,
tasted like cinnamon for some reason.
yes.
Didn't like it. You know which one I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So I had that in my mind before I even took a sip. So then it pleasantly surprised me. It's actually good.
I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. I also haven't had an Olipop in so long, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is fun. Should we get into it?
I suppose we should.
Okay. I guess we'll break it down. First, we'll do makeup, skincare, hair care, and get those out of the way.
Perfect.
My favorite makeup product of the year. I think I got this in like literally January or February, like way beginning of the year. I've hit pan, if that says anything. The Makeup by Mario bronzer, just the powder bronzer.
Mm.
It's literally my favorite thing. I don't know. I was never like a super, super bronzer girl before because I feel like they were always too dark or too orange
Mm-hmm.
or just like looked kind of like muddy on me
Yeah, just
because I'm very
yeah.
fair skinned. Yeah. And this one comes in lots of different shades. So I got like the lightest one, I'm pretty sure. So it's very natural. And I feel like it's just so good. I don't know.
I love that. I just got the cream bronzer stick from Makeup by Mario, and I'm loving that as well. So perhaps I need the powder to layer on top.
And perhaps I need the cream to layer under.
This is crazy. I can't wait to be together. Well, like we get it. But so that I can like try all of your makeup products that I don't have.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm already looking forward to it.
Can't
Because
wait.
we surprisingly do have different products. You
We
would think we'd
do.
have identical routines, but we like try out different things and then ask the other how it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't wait. Bring all your skincare, all your makeup. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Check bag.
Check bag. Put it all in there.
My favorite makeup item, I feel like, is going to be a bit of a surprise because I've never talked about it. But it's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Very specific one. And I do not like the waterproof. I've tried the waterproof and the formula and consistency is a little bit different. It's like harder to work with and doesn't look as good. So I get like just like the washable kind. I think I use the brown shade just because I feel like it works best with my features. But it's just such a good mascara. And obviously it's pretty cheap because it's drugstore. But it's so good. I'm on, I think, my third tube of the year. So yeah, I just think it's lengthening, it doesn't clump, so like you can do layers and everything. And then the best part is that it's like a tubing mascara, so it just like pulls right off your lashes. Like no like rubbing necessary. It doesn't like smudge. It just like falls right off when you get it wet.
Wait, I literally don't think I've ever tried this. This sounds amazing. I don't
Thank
think
you.
I've ever tried.
I've really sold you.
You did. I don't think I've ever tried a tubing mascara,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Have you heard of them?
Yes.
All
And
the
I
rage.
I think I might have tried one in like 20 like 18. Like way I
Mm,
remember like right when they first came out, I might have tried one, but I honestly don't remember. And I also you inspired me. I haven't had a brown mascara in a while. I've been using
yeah.
black and I love a brown mascara.
I love a brown mascara, just a little softer. No,
Yes.
I know you remember this, but I was like begging Madison for one of her like mascaras that she got in PR. Cause like for some reason I had it in my head, like, oh, I'm out of mascara. I should try something else. And while it was the one I got was like really good and I do like it, I found myself repurchasing the old one because it just looks best. I just feel like it makes my lashes so long.
My favorite skincare product, I also don't think I've ever talked about this, is a Typology moisturizer. Have you heard of the brand?
What's the packaging look like? I
It's
feel like I
very cute. I
see
love
something
the
in my head.
packaging.
Okay.
It's a French brand, and
Oh,
so
okay.
they have like the little
Great.
serums in they're kind of like a square bottle, and then this moisturizer is in a tube, but it's like silvery chrome.
I actually don't think I know it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
They have really good like skincare and like skincare-esque makeup products. I haven't tried any of their makeup, but I've tried a couple serums and this moisturizer, and I've been using it for, I don't know, maybe like 6 months or something. And then just maybe like 2 weeks ago or something, I tried out a different moisturizer and I'm pretty sure it broke me out. And then I just went back to the typology. I'm like, I cannot stray away from you.
Right.
Like, it is just the best, simple, gentle moisturizer that doesn't like feel too heavy and like clog my pores, because I feel like a lot of moisturizers actually do break me out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Same.
but this one is like very gentle, fragrance free, all the things, and the packaging is just so cute. And she's
Oh.
French, like oui.
Like, and that's all I needed to hear. Like, I'm
Right?
already sold. Like, I want to be a French girl.
Yes. So love that one.
My favorite is one I'm sure I've talked about at least a few times, so I won't give the whole spiel, but it's the Tatcha Deep Cleanser. It's just a really awesome face cleanser. I think there's some other skincare products I really love, but this one I discovered this year, so it just seemed like the right choice to make.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just a really good cleanser, especially if you um like struggle with breakouts or texture discoloration. I just feel like it like really penetrates the skin and gets all of like the good ingredients in there. So I highly recommend.
I need to try that one. I feel like when I'm out of uh face wash, I'll buy that one. Because we've talked about before, like a face wash that does more than just cleans your face, like a
Mm-hmm.
skincare face wash.
Yeah.
I need that. I don't know if it's the cold or like a product I've been using. I don't know, but my skin just has not been thriving. Like broke out for the first time in forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, ugh, I don't like that. But I feel like I'm finally experiencing my first like winter uglies. You know how people say that?
Yep, I forgot about that, but that checks out for me as well.
Yes, but like I feel like it's extra because I would be like, oh, like I'm cuter in the summer, but I'm not like ugly in the winter when
Yeah.
I was in Arizona. But now that like I live somewhere that's actually cold and my skin's like a little bit dry, I'm so pale. My lips are chapped. I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't. Like this is so humiliating.
No, it really is real. I also had some sort of like reaction to
Oh
a
yeah.
face mask earlier this week and got like a bunch of tiny red bumps all over my cheeks. And my skin's still recovering from it. It's not super noticeable, but obviously I notice it because I stare at it like an inch away from the mirror.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not feeling my best in terms of skin right
Oh,
now. But
that's the worst. I haven't had like a reaction like that to a product in a long
right,
time, but it like it scares me.
it's humbling.
The looming thought of it in the background that like I could have an
Yes,
allergic reaction to something on my face.
I
It's
thought I was
awful,
invincible. It's
right?
crazy.
No, nope, you were humbled. Okay, my favorite hair care products. Honestly, this brand as a whole, Acton Acre.
Yep.
But specifically they're like scalp serums because honestly, before this year, I didn't really care that much about hair care. Like, I'd always buy like decent shampoo and conditioner, but I didn't have like a routine like I do for like skin or makeup or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, these products kind of changed the way that I looked at hair care because it's like scalp care instead of like
Mm.
hair care. So, I use their I think it's called detox serum or something, and their stem cell serum, both like scalp serums, and they're just so good. I feel like my hair is healthy. It doesn't fall out as much or like shed, you know, when you're washing your hair or brushing
Yeah,
it. I feel like it just feels better than it did last year. And I feel like this is the thing that I changed. So, love Acton Acre.
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the stuff that you've led me to try is phenomenal. So,
Mhm. And again, the packaging. I'm a
oh,
sucker. I'm a
yes.
sucker, but it's so cute.
My favorite hair care product, well, I have a favorite hair care brand, which is Way. Um, I am like, I don't even have the words to explain my love for this brand. I have their hand soap and hand lotion. I have perfumes. I have hair products. Like, I just love this brand. But my favorite hair care product from them is the detox shampoo. I use it every time I wash my hair. I do that, and then I do a second shampoo of like something else. But it just really gets in there good. And I have thin, like fine, oily hair. So it's really difficult for me to find a shampoo that I feel like really cleans my hair and gets it like really fresh. But this does the job. And I don't imagine there's a day that I stop using it. It's just the perfect product.
Yeah, I honestly haven't tried it. I haven't tried too many products from Way, but I know that everybody loves them. I love their leave-in conditioner. Is that what it's called? It's like a
Mm-hmm.
spray. And
Yeah.
then I've tried just samples of the shampoo and conditioner. So good.
Yeah. So good. And everything smells luxurious.
Yes. I also one time got a sample of their perfume.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Fresh, clean.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. Our next category is clothing brand, which I'm going to sound like a pick me. You guys aren't going to like it. But I feel like every piece that I love, like I was looking through my closet for this question because I was like,
Mm-hmm.
where have I been shopping? Like
Right.
what are we even talking about? Every single piece that I'm like, oh, I love this, I got it vintage or off of Depop or thrifted. Like, I feel like I just haven't, and maybe I just haven't found it yet, but I don't have a brand that is like so me that I can just always go to if I want to buy something. I feel like the pieces that I love and like I've reworn time and time and time again this year have been vintage and specifically Depop. I haven't had any
Mm.
really good like thrift finds in person this year, really at all. But Depop, I've gotten some bangers.
I love that.
Yeah.
I also have not purchased anything secondhand in a really long time, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have plans to go thrifting this week, so I'm very excited. But I wish I was cool like you and had that as my answer, but unfortunately, I don't. Mine is the brand Reclaimed Vintage, which is a brand sold on ASOS, which if y'all don't know, is just that's the only place I like buy clothing anymore. It just has so many different brands. But this brand in particular is my favorite, and it's called Reclaimed Vintage because all of their pieces are like inspired by like vintage clothing that's like trendy. So like it's cool because if there's like something, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Like, you know how there's like vintage pieces you wish you could have but are so hard to thrift or find?
Yeah.
They just like do inspired pieces like that. So super cute and pretty affordable. So I'd highly recommend.
Nice. I'll have to look at that. I know we talked about it a
Mm.
long time ago. I get so overwhelmed by ASOS
Yeah.
because there's just so much. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you break it down by brand, that's like a very digestible way to shop the website.
Absolutely. No, I get it. I am just kind of an ASOS master at this point. Like I know when all of the sales are going to be or like when something is like actually a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Reclaimed Vintage is my favorite brand being sold on there right now. Also the brand Collusion is cool if
Cute.
you're looking for cute trendy clothes.
I am looking for cute
She
trendy
is. She's in
clothes.
the market.
I am in the market. I feel like unlike Emma, I have not spoiled myself this holiday season.
I
I'm
tried
so
to get her to yesterday
I
and she
know.
backed out.
I know. I feel like I just have to wait because Christmas is literally like
I know.
how many
Literally
days
in a
away?
week.
Yeah, 7 days away or something. So I want to see what I get and
Mhm.
then I can like reassess and see what
Yeah.
I actually
Let's
need.
see. That's
But
true. That's a good point.
I'm excited to spoil myself in the new year nonetheless.
Like it will
It
happen.
will
Just a
happen.
matter of time.
Just give me like 2 weeks. Okay, our next one, kind of going along with the clothing vibe, is our favorite accessory of the year. Mine are two different bags because I feel like I was always just like a tote bag girly. Like my bag didn't really add to my outfit, but I feel like these two have added to my outfits this year. The first one is a small bag. It's this little puffer bag from the brand Heaven by Marc Jacobs. I got this for my birthday and I've worn it pretty much every day since. It's like my go-to just small bag, just black. My friend Dom had it and I would be like, give me that. Like I want it. So I finally got my own. But really cute, simple. I feel like so my vibe. And
It's
I
so
just love
cute.
it. And then my second one, which is a very new addition, but I just know it's gonna be my favorite. It's
For
like
sure.
the bag that I've been bringing to work every day, or like if I go work from a coffee shop. It's the Anthropologie Knot Tote. Perfect big slouchy bag that like holds a computer, because the other one is very small. This one you can throw everything in it and it's perfect. I love it.
No, I want that bag so badly. I have a similar bag to it on my Christmas list. And I kind of like, I just want to take it off and buy it for myself already. Like, I've been needing just like a larger, nice bag, but I'm sure I'll wait till Christmas is over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my favorite accessory is also a purse, and also from, oh no, you said Anthropologie. Mine's from Free People, kind of the same thing.
Same vibe.
Same thing.
Are they owned by the same people?
They are.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
why.
I have the Wade leather sling, and it's in, I think it's called Tiger Lily, but it's just like the orange color. And I think it is such a fun bag. I don't use it every day just because I carry a lot of stuff with me, and like it's just like a smaller purse. But if I'm like going out or something, especially going to a Suns game, like in my head I call it like my
Ooh.
son's purse because it's orange, so it feels like, spirited.
Yes.
It's just like a cool, edgy looking bag. Like the strap is like a like grommet belt style. So it's just kind of like edgy and fun. And there's a ton of different colors. And yeah, it's just like a really nice bag. I feel like I'm really entering my Free People Anthropologie era.
I know.
I'm not
Same.
quite in that tax bracket yet, but like I'm certainly trying my hardest.
I know. I feel like mid 20s is going from like, because Urban Outfitters is owned by the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's going from the Urban Outfitters to the Anthropologie. Like it's the pipeline
Mm-hmm.
of growing
It
up.
is.
And even the other day, I downloaded the Anthropologie app because I'm like,
Wow.
I want to scroll and look, especially with
Ugh.
Christmas coming up and like moms and mother in laws and like
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. I feel like Anthropologie is just, I finally get it.
No, I do.
My
I
mom
feel
is
like
such an
your mom when yeah.
yes, she's such an Anthropologie mom. And I never really, I was like, not my vibe. Now it absolutely is my vibe.
Yeah. She got the Anthropologie like holiday butter dish,
Mm,
which is so funny to me because she like I remember her hunt for her original anthro butter dish.
yep.
Yeah. She's just like me.
No, for real. Always on to the next. I
Mm-hmm.
also was gonna say on this week's episode of Emma hung out with my family without me. I get a FaceTime call. It's Emma, my mom, and my cousin at my mom's house. They're doing a puzzle and baking cookies. I'm like, hello?
No,
Like,
like,
what are you doing here?
babe, like that's my family too. Like I'm infiltrating the family. That's what
No.
I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, it's so
No, it was so
funny.
fun.
Even last
Yeah.
time I was there, I remember my dad was like, "Why do you only come around when Madison's in town? Like, why don't you ever just
I
come
know.
over?" I'm like, "Dad, what? You just want to hang out with Emma?"
No, I literally would, but I feel like I need to be invited.
You
I
don't.
don't think I'm at the level where I can just show up, although I probably could.
You are. You are. They would be
Okay.
elated to see you. But back to the bag. That bag, love it. It's so you too.
Mhm.
I feel like the
It is,
color, the
yeah.
style of the strap specifically just screams
Mhm.
like Emma to me. I love it.
Thank you.
Our next one, moving away from the material goods, the material items, our
Mhm.
favorite influencer. Mine, I don't think we've ever talked about her. Her name is
I know, I
Rach.
don't recognize the name.
I know, I'll have to send you her TikToks later. Her name is Rachel DeBees, I think. Her username is Rachel Shea. She I feel like why I love her is because she is me in another universe, in that she lives my life, but 400 times better. Like,
Ah,
she is young. I feel like she's my age, or our age. She is like a recently graduated college, I think, married young. Used to be a nanny, now is a full-time influencer. Like, she's doing everything I'm doing, but she's doing it better. And not in like a toxic way that like makes me jealous or upset.
mhm.
I just like love her because she's just like me, but a step up. So I like aspire. Like, she's like an
Yeah.
inspirational figure to me. And I followed her through a couple of apartments, I think. But this year she moved into this apartment that, I'm not kidding, looks like a museum. Like,
Oh man.
it is stunning. There's like these big pillars in it and like big windows. It's very like, it looks like a historical building, like literally a museum. And she like has been posting about her journey of like interior design, because like the space is kind of hard to, match the vibe of, because it is so
Mhm.
like grand almost. And like I just cannot get enough. Like, her life is picture perfect, and I eat it up. I love it.
Yeah, I just looked her up and I can just tell from her feed I'm gonna love her. So
Yes. And she's so sweet, just like her demeanor and her vibe, like how she talks. It's just
yeah.
like you can tell she's so sweet.
I love it. Okay. I'm gonna watch her stuff after. My favorite influencer I mainly follow on TikTok, but I have her on Instagram too. Her name is Liliana Madrigal.
Love.
And I love this girl to death.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
that's my bestie. She doesn't know me, but that's my bestie. Like, I love an influencer if I'm watching your TikTok lives.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I tune in because I just like love her energy. She just has such like a gentle, sweet, genuine energy to her, but she also has like the cutest style and like I don't know, I like trust her opinion on like products and everything and I don't know. She's just a good balance of like being real and like authentic and also like having like a cute aesthetic life. So yeah, I highly recommend her on TikTok.
I feel like that's so funny because I said my girl not reminds me of me, but like is me in another
Uh-huh.
universe. I feel like she's you in another universe.
She yeah,
I think
that's
I
funny.
actually sent you one of her TikToks a while ago, and I was like,
You
she
did.
reminds me of you. Cause yes, her energy is so gentle. She's, again, you can tell she's so sweet. Talking about these people like I know them, but like
Yeah.
I just know that she's sweet. I
I know
just
for a
know it.
fact. Yeah.
And she like is stunning, obviously.
Mhm.
Aesthetic. Her makeup is beautiful. Like, anytime she posts a product, I need it. Specifically her lip
Mhm.
combos. I feel like, did she post
Yes.
her lip combos, like a daily lip combo or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I
does
feel
it
like
like
she
in
had a
her
thing.
car and yeah.
Yes. I just love her. Love her
Mhm.
vibe. Good
Love her
pick.
too. Thank you.
Next one, artist or album of the year. I put Gracie Abrams because I think her last album came out this year, I'm pretty sure. And I have just found my love for her this year. I can't get enough, to be quite frank. I
Yeah.
just love like a almost sad
Mhm.
um young girl music. Like,
Mhm.
I'll eat it up every time. And she recently collabed with Noah Khan, which is our
Yeah.
king, our Lord and
Yes.
Savior. And that felt like just like a crossover episode. I loved it. But she's been like my girly of the year.
I almost picked her. I did. I also just adore her. I'm like always kind of in the mood to listen to her music. It's just always like a default. But I felt like I would be lying if I didn't say mine was Taylor Swift because like it's just a fact. Like she was my number one Spotify artist. 4 out of 5 of my top songs on Spotify were Taylor songs. Like it was just the year of the Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So
The Taylor.
obviously the Taylor. So yeah, she was probably my favorite artist. My top song of the year was Would've, Could've, Should've. Um, so yeah, if anyone was curious.
Yeah, I feel like that's just very, very real. You have to live your
Mhm.
truth. Like, that's
I've told my truth.
obviously
Anything
the
else would have
answer.
just actually been a lie.
Yeah. Our next two are movies and shows, and I'm not gonna go over it again. I
I was
didn't
loving.
She was watching me type on the Google Doc, and I literally started with girl dot 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 dot, because I'm like, why would you put this? Why would you make me admit this again?
Because it's a normal category. Like everyone puts your favorite movie or favorite show of the year. And I knew you would struggle, but you would figure something out.
Oh my gosh. You want to know the funniest thing? I texted Emma last night that I was sad. I think my period's coming or something. Last night I was a mess. And I was home alone. I got so sad and so lonely that I watched a movie start to finish by myself.
That's really bad. That's
I
pretty
know.
low.
I was like, I don't even want to scroll on TikTok anymore. Like, I can't be on my phone. I guess I have to sit down and watch a movie. I watched
Wow.
a Christmas romantic comedy by myself.
Ooh, wow.
Yep. Because it was just the first thing that came up on Netflix. You know, I'm not very savvy with the TV, so I
She's
just
not. I'm surprised she turned it on.
I was gonna say, once I turned it on and I opened Netflix, I literally clicked the first. They had like a Christmas
Yeah, like
section.
a featured,
I
yeah.
think it was called Holiday. Have you
I
seen
knew
it?
you were gonna say that. Yeah,
Mhm.
Emma Roberts.
Yes, and I love Emma
That's a good
Roberts,
one.
so I just saw
Mhm.
her and I clicked it. Cute movie, liked it.
It was cute, yeah.
But I put the Barbie movie for my favorite movie because I feel like it's the only movie that had a lasting impact. Like it's the only one I can
Truly.
it's the only one I can remember watching this year. So I don't know. I truly like would love to put something else, but I cannot remember a movie that I watched this year. What was your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is the movie Bottoms. This came out, let me see, in August. And when I saw it in theaters with Laura. And there's just like one of like the first jokes, her and I looked at each other and I was like, I just know this is my movie. Like it just speaks our language. You have to watch it. I'm gonna make you watch it when I see you.
Okay.
You're gonna die. It's just like a funny girl comedy. It's about like these girls in high school that start like a all girl fight club so that they can be closer to their crushes.
Iconic.
Because they're trying to like hook up with their crushes in high school, and it's just so good. Um, it's just very funny. I feel like if you liked the movie Booksmart, this is like that same vibe. So
I have seen Booksmart. I really liked
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's one of my all-time faves.
Yeah. Fun fact, we had to write I took a public speaking class and we had to write a speech on a movie and I obviously didn't know what to do. And the
Yeah,
most recent movie I'd seen was Booksmart. So I gave a whole public speech on the movie.
I love that. That speaks to me.
Yeah. So that's the standout one.
Shows.
Anyways, shows. Once again, I've talked about this so much on the podcast, but my favorite show,
Mhm.
it's one of those things where it would be a lie if I put anything else, The Great British
Right.
Baking Show. I think I shed a tear on the grand finale this year because I just wasn't prepared for it. Like I was like, it can't be over. Because
Mm.
they only do one season a year and it goes so quick. I think it's only like 10 weeks. And I got so excited. It was a Friday. I was like, oh my gosh, Ben, like, let's watch a Great British Baking Show. And then as soon as I turned on the TV, I was like, oh, it's the last episode. Like, this
Wow.
can't be happening to me right now. Um, but I loved the winner. He was an underdog, and it was just
Love that.
great season. Like, I just live for it every year.
One of these days I will watch it, and I know I'm gonna love it.
I
I just
know.
haven't gotten to it yet.
I love it.
I feel like that's a good like Christmas break show.
Yes.
So perhaps I'll start it this week.
You should. One second. India's doing his little hops to get on my lap. One second, guys.
Oh, that's my little baby.
Here's the boy.
My Annie baby. That's me biting his nose off.
He's gonna join us for the rest of the pod.
Perfect.
It's fine.
So my favorite show is Game of Thrones. I'm obviously like a decade late, but I had started the show at some point last year and then I finally finished it like over the summer and now I'm rewatching it with a boy. Hee hee hee. And it's so good even the second time around. There's so much I've forgotten. So I just feel like that's like the best show I've watched this year, even though it's really nothing new and came out a long time ago, but it's a great one if you haven't tried it.
Haven't tried it. Have no interest in trying it,
Actually, you would
honestly.
not like it.
I was
So,
gonna
yeah.
say it's
I'm more
I don't
speaking to the
think
people. Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't think it'd be my vibe.
Mm-mm.
But love that for you.
Yeah.
Our next category is books, which I entered my reading era like halfway through this year, I'd say. I maybe read like one book in the first 6 months. And then in the last 6 months, I've read like 10 or something. I don't know. But my favorites of the bunch, which were your recommendations, The Maidens and Silent Patient, they're both by the same author. And I think I just love his like writing style. I don't know, because they were both they were both so stand out to me. I read both of them in like 2 days and they're just so good. Like, I wish I
Mhm.
could read. It's one of those ones where you wish you could reread it for the first time. Like, I would
Totally.
do anything because there's twists and turns and like, I wish I could just experience it again.
I love that. No, I do too. Like I get yeah, like I guess the plot twists he does are so good and shocking.
Yes.
I think he has his third book comes out next month, so
I know. I remember you told me that. I can't wait.
we'll be ready.
We will
Yeah.
be ready. We should read it at the same time and then have a little book club. I can't wait.
Period. We'll tell you all too so that you can read it with us.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so cute.
Cute. I have just been struggling on my reading era. I looked at my Goodreads. I've only read 3 books this year. That's embarrassing. I've started many other books, but I'm gonna get back into it. I truly do love to read. I just struggle to like pick the book up, which probably doesn't make sense. But um, anyways, my favorite of the 3 books I read this year was Verity by Colleen Hoover. Everyone knows her. It's the only book I've read of hers because it's the only one that like kind of intrigued me. But I thought it was a pretty good book. I would recommend it. And I know you read it too, didn't you?
I loved it.
Yeah, it was very good. I like the characters a lot. So, yeah.
Same. It's also the only one I've read by her because it's like a thriller kind of,
Yeah, I
right?
don't think she normally does
That's what I was
thrillers.
gonna say. I thought she was like purely pornographic material and like love stories.
I think she is, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, this is the one that cuz I'm just a thriller girl. Like if someone hasn't died or something, then like I just don't really care.
No, same. If there's not like a murder or somebody's
Mhm.
dead or somebody's
Yeah,
going to die, why would I read it? It's weird.
exactly.
But that was a new thing this year. I'd never read a like thriller
Mm,
mystery of sorts. I probably have before, but it wasn't like my go-to. Now,
right.
literally every single book I've read is like that genre.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You get it.
Our last one is podcasts, which I almost did put a true crime podcast because
Mm,
I just am a big true crime fan. Um, but I've been listening to those forever. So my favorite new find this year, it's called Normal Gossip. I think I've talked about it on the pod before.
okay.
Yeah, it's one of the podcasts that I look forward to every week and I like literally listen to every single episode. It's just one host and she has on a different guest every week
Mhm.
and they go through just like a gossip story that is submitted
Mhm.
by people and it just goes so deep into the gossip. Have you listened to it?
I've listened to it once before, I think way back in the day, so I need to go revisit.
Yeah, it's just so good because it's like the juiciest gossip that you've ever heard in your life. Like something that you'd hear from like a coworker or like family drama, but you just get a new dose of juicy gossip every single week and I just love it. Like sorry, I love to gossip, but like
Yeah.
this is like a very healthy way to gossip because
Mhm.
it actually doesn't affect anyone. It's just entertaining gossip.
I love that.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like that kinda goes along with, like, our love of doing Reddit episodes because we just like to be in other people's business and know
Exactly.
their drama.
Yes, and this is like a whole hour of somebody else's business, like every
Oh,
single
yeah.
detail. And the topics are just so funny because you never like she'll be like, "Okay, so this week is about like the last one that I listened to, this week is about a dog groomer, like a dog groomer salon." And you're like, "How much drama could go on there?" But then it's like the craziest drama you've ever heard like at a dog salon or like a farmer's market or something.
I
So
love
good.
that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to yeah, let me add that. My favorite podcast, which I've also talked about before, is, The Broski Report, with the host herself, Brittany Broski. She is just too funny. Like, no one makes me laugh like her. I've said it before, and I just am so excited to have a new episode from her every week. And like if there's a week that there's not a new episode, it like actually ruins my day. Um but yeah, she's just too funny, but also can like talk about very intellectual topics and like really get me thinking about things, and then she'll like throw in just something god awful and like hilarious that it's just so good. And I love to send clips of her episodes to Madison because there's so many things where I'm like she just gets it.
Yeah. She says things that I would never You like, I'm taking it to my grave. She says it on a public podcast. Like,
She said, I'm shackled.
I feel like I have listened to like multiple full episodes, but I don't listen to it every week. But
Mm.
I watch every single clip that comes up on my For You
Yeah.
page, which is like 50 a day.
Basically the full episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh my God, nobody does it like her. Like, nobody
Mm-mm.
says the things that she says. But like you said, she's also very smart and like
Mm-hmm.
very well versed on like things going on in the world and
Right.
like different actual important issues. And so she'll go on rants about that and then be like, Jacob Elordi, like, I need him. So funny. And she really paints a picture. She is like a master
Yes.
of her craft.
She's a storyteller.
She is
for
a
sure.
storyteller.
A
Like,
woman of many accents and impersonations.
yes, the visualizations that she gives you, like, and the
Mhm.
noises that she makes. Like, I know
Sound
we've
effects.
discussed the monkey. It was crazy.
Crazy.
Like, oh my God, nobody has a podcast like her. Nobody could. Nobody
No one
could.
ever.
Like,
No.
nobody's brain works quite like that. And I love it. She is
Mhm.
like, I know she's like such a big influencer right now, but I feel like even next year she's just gonna skyrocket. Like,
Yeah.
she is going to be the girl. I just know it.
Mhm.
She's gonna run the world.
I
Even
think
like she interviewed Hosier or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna do more stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, she's very good at it. I actually
yes.
watched the whole thing, and I don't listen to a ton of his music, but I was just intrigued to see how it would go. And she is very talented at like balancing like the comedy aspect, but also asking important questions and like kind of guiding a conversation in like a non-awkward way. So I could definitely see her kind of like probably still doing the like I don't know, influencer is the right word, but like content creator stuff, but I think she can absolutely like go above that industry and infiltrate the A-listers.
I think so too. She's like, you can just tell she's made for this. Like, she was
Mhm.
born for this. She just thrives
Yes.
in it. And I love her.
Me too. Big fan.
Yes. Well, that was all of our favorites for this year.
It was.
I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know your favorites on Instagram or TikTok. You can follow us there. Send us a message. Let's be besties. Definitely looking forward to 2024 with the band. Can't wait to grow the
Mhm.
band. Can't wait to get to know the band.
Yes.
We just love you guys, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. I hope you're having a great holiday season and get ready for some good New Year's episodes. You know that we are going to be grinding out some goal setting and whatnot. So I'm sure we'll do something related to that to get us all in the spirit of New Year, New Me. If you want to keep up to date with us, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at bandpractice.podcast or follow the podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts to not miss an episode.
Thank you guys for listening, and we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Love you.
Bye. Mwah.